NDBI normalized difference vegetation index. Today we want to look at normalized difference built up area index. Okay, so to do this, so the first thing I'm going to do, so I'm working on 20, I think 2000. So the Landsat data I'm using is actually Landsat 7. So with Landsat 7, the bands you actually need, we need band 5 and 4. Okay, so these are the two bands we need for this analysis. Okay, so when you get your bands downloaded, you can check my previous videos on how to get that. But now what we do is we quickly go ahead to add the data about the band. So you go to add data, and so what you do is to navigate to wherever your bands are located. Okay, so I have my 2000 and I need band 5 and 4. So, but my area, the Landsat wasn't able to, image wasn't able to cover the entire municipality. So what I did was to download the various pieces and I'll have to merge them together later. Okay, so I got my band 5 selected and 4 as well. That is the first part. So I go to the next thing, band 5 and 4, and the last part, band 5 and 4. So I get these added. Okay. Yeah, so place actually added, but let me quickly just add my ROI, my region of interest. So my area, study area, let me just add it. So I go to the mango, this is actually my study area. So where's Gunjet district? So that I add that, and let me quickly just do some, I don't need this to be shaded, so I go ahead to do this. And also my focus is actually here. Okay, so what we do now is to go ahead to do the calculation, and what we're going to use is the raster calculator, okay, which is found in the special analyst tool. So you go to our toolbox and at the special analyst tool, you get that open, and we go to map pen, so map or algebra, sorry, and we select our raster calculator. Okay, now you remember the formula. It says so Landsat 7 we need band 4 and 5, by first Landsat 8, 9 we need band 6 and 5. Okay, so you keep that. Okay, so what we're going to do is quickly just apply this. So you go ahead here to select slopes, and we enter our formula. Okay, so we have band 5 minus band 4 divided by, sorry, this is not divided by, sorry, so divided by, so you go float again, don't forget that, band 5 plus band 4. Okay, so after that, you go ahead to indicate where you want to save your work, so you navigate or browse to the particular folder. But mostly I prefer using a file database because it helps keep my files safer. I prevent them from being corrupted, so I usually create file database as I did for this. So you can actually equally do that and open to save your work. So that is going to be, so 2020 2000. I already did some for 2021, so I go for 2000, my NDBI 2000, so this will be 8. Then I go ahead to save that and go ahead to run this. Okay, so it may take a while to process. Just give it time and allow it to work, you know. So it's running, so you can quickly check the process here. Go to do processing, and I'm doing a number of stuff. So my laptop current is slow. Okay, so we go to results. You can check the current session. Go ahead to message. I think everything is right on point. We just hope there are no errors at the end. And yeah, so that's how you check the result. Okay, but if it was running down here, you can equally just click on it and it will give you the same result. Okay, so that's another way to check the result. You don't mostly all the time need to come here to get the result. Okay, so you can, when it's running down here, which unfortunately isn't running, but it's actually happening here, showing the message here, you can just click that. Okay. Okay, so our results are ready. So the rest of the calculator is done with its calculations. Okay, so we have as we labeled NDBI 2008. Okay, so basically, so you do the color notation, okay, to fit what you want, but between 0, above 0, as an area with component of built up, and less than that is the opposite. Okay, but the challenge with this is that rocky areas, bare lands, they will be classified as built up. Okay, so that's why you need to do a thorough analysis, so you can look at other things like um, urban index, and also important one, the land cover land use analysis, where you do a supervised classification, and I have videos on that. So you do this to verify whether what you did is actually, you know, you want a precision. Okay, so I would just do some notation, then I usually just do some changes, so I don't like to look this way. So what I'm going to do is to make sure I change this color to fit what I want. So I go down here, and I change this to very sorry, a little green, and the yellow I get that solar yellow. Okay, then the sides I go in for, yeah, so same yellow again, and here I go down for Tuscan red. Okay, pardon me if I don't pronounce that one. So from here we go ahead to apply, and this is just the result. So so this is all it produces. Telling us this is the only green areas. Okay, so pretty much you have to look at the criteria you're going to use, and maybe if you just want it to be only built up and non-built up, then it means you have to do the annotation well. Okay, so basically this is how. But the next thing, you can also just clip out, when you're done with everything, you just clip out what the area you want, your region of interest. But as it stands, I think I have videos on that, and you can quickly run through that to see how you can do it. But so in a nutshell, this is basically the how we do analysis to determine the built up area from the non-built. So remember, Landsat 7 comes with band 4 and 5, while Landsat 8, so 4 to 7 is the band 4 and 5, and Landsat 8 is band 5 and 6. So you remember that. Okay, so I hope this will be helpful in your works. See you another time, and bye bye.